Hello, Mr. Pras and friends. Today I will give my speech about gender equality. First of all, I want to say good afternoon to all of us. May we be given health and gain God's favor on this day. Speaking of gender equality, we will understand the importance of every human being on earth, including women. Gender equality itself is the equal state of men and women in the accomplishment of rights and obligations in all aspects of life. Many of those who believe that women and men should be equal in various aspects, whether they are political, economic, social, and otherwise. There are few who believe that gender equality is important and that it is important to fight for. The debate over gender equality is repeated in many parts of the world. Many are skeptical about gender equality because women are unwilling or even unable to work as men, while women may aspire to a more impressive place as men by being coddled by the gender equality thing. There is, on the other hand, a group of people who believe gender equality should exist and be upheld because women can be equal to men. Women can have a more dignified job than men, and women can have a greater role in the various kinds of life. Now, if we realize it, the gender equality is a topic thing that people have been discussed because the true men and women have their own place and abilities in life. When we see what happened in this world, women always want to be equal than men. But in reality, they seem to show arrogance and abuse. They always elevated themselves as women by constantly pressuring men to respect them as human beings. If we see reality, then the work of men is generally harder and more difficult than the women's work. This is certainly not necessary to be asked and criticism, because men are basically more powerful than women. Men almost have more stamina than women, and most of the men understand about a job and how to approach it in the future. So, this should not be an argument. Every human has his own place, and every place has its own use. Then, how are we doing about the gender equality? It's hard thing to go wrong in public because it always gives rise and controversy. The best way is by recognizing the potential of ourselves and the quality of women. By realizing the potential of ourselves, we will be able to put ourselves where we are. We can also get a decent place as men and a woman. Depending on the potential we have, we can also see the quality of a person to determine if that person is fit to enter into a job that is dominated by men. There's plenty of room for women, but still men are far superior to women. When you see how many big corporate CEOs are always content by men, it's rare to see women become a CEO. And when we see the president, we see more presidents of men than women, all depending on one's quality and potential. As a woman, I suggest never force yourself to participate in work that is dominated by men, because sometimes much of what men should do would if women did. Now, just think about football. When you see a man's playing, they look more elegant and more fun than a woman. Women always look so funny in football than a man. It's strange, but okay, we can accept it. So, my advice is that it is not necessary to insist on equality, because equality itself means of the same thing in any case. When we know men and women are not be the same in any case, we'll have as many differences as I have said before. And thank you for your attention to my speech, Mr. Pras and friends. I say thank you and good afternoon.